Okay, so I'm making another bed. We chopped off all these limbs up here, and then we cut them up and put them on the bottom. And then we took some leaves that were in bags that was over there, and we put them there. And then the other day I had shredded a whole bunch of stuff, so that's really good for your layering too. And this right here is my gold. This is from that I composted down from the meat birds, and I'm putting it on top, and then I'm gonna put some soil on top of that. Okay folks, I just went up and dug these up out of the yard. I saw these when I went through there the other day, and these are tomato plants that came up volunteers on their own, and I am going to plant them across that way and see what I can get out of them. We'll see how they're working. I think they're going to do fine. I'm going to go get my cages and dig my holes and put them in. I'll bring you back. Well folks, I'm going to call it a day. This is my, I don't know if it's purple or red mustard greens that I transplanted out here. And there's the tomatoes all in there. And let me tell you, that was hard to get down in there because of the paper, shredded paper, and because of the limbs and stuff that I'd cut. But I was able to get it in there. Those are really hard to push down. So I'm hoping that those will work this time. We'll see. But I got a lot of stuff I need to get done, and I just thought I'd bring in this little bit. I don't know what I'm going to plant on the other side yet, but that will be for another day, probably tomorrow. We shall see. I'll be looking for my seeds tonight. You better bet. So, I don't have any clue what these tomatoes are, and that's okay. I got some other tomatoes out in the garden that I am growing, and they're not really growing very fast. I don't know if it's because they're in those towers or what, but I did move some out and they were growing a little bit better, so we'll see how they do. But I'm hoping to get these tomatoes going before it gets cold. Well, it never gets cold in Florida, but till it cools down, you know what I'm saying. I say never. Watch it freeze this year. Lord, please don't let it freeze. Anyways, I wanted to show you, I broke my poor little sad and lonely, scrawny bell pepper. Had a bell pepper on there. See where it broke off there? And I stuck it in the ground. I don't know if it'll work, but I thought about pulling it up because it's got white stuff on it. I forget the name of that stuff right offhand. My memory is terrible. I've got to get some more leaves and put it over on that side. But look at these beautiful, beautiful strawberries. They're filling in nicely. And yes, I keep having to go in here and pull out weeds. I'm not pulling out the clover, because clover is a nitrogen fixer, so I'm just leaving that in there. And if it gets out of hand, I'll pull it up and let it compost in the same space. Now this bed, if you guys remember, I believe it was up just as high as this one was when I did this one last year. When did I do this one? In March? I think I did this in February, March.
February.
This
that's
bed.
When we did the B school, February. That's when we got the truck beds was in February.
Okay, so I did this one in February, and See how much it has composted down? All that was leaves underneath there. All of it. Every single bit of it. And looky here. I'll show you how wonderful it is. Look at how beautiful that dirt is. And weeds. But look at how beautiful that dirt is. I could just keep on digging down. Oh, I don't know what that is. I don't like the looks of that. I think I'll be killing that. I don't know what it is. And if I don't know what you are, I don't know if you're good for my stuff, so you're gone. Sorry guys. I hope it wasn't a good beneficial, but if it is, well, I'm sure there's more in here. But I just seen that one and it freaked me out. So, at first I thought it was an earthworm, but I think it was, I want to say it looked like a centipede. I don't know if they're good or bad, but I don't like centipedes. They freak me out. So, this looks really super good. I'm going to get this watered in tonight, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. So, I had David move. This pineapple was up underneath that tree. I had him move it over here, and we separated in 2 pineapples plants. Hopefully, they will both do fine. I'm going to leave that pineapple back there, right where it's at. And I'm going to try to fill this whole area in here and make pineapples, and make a pineapple yard. You know, I don't know, not yard, but you know what I'm talking about, like a pineapple field. And we love pineapples, and every year I get pineapples. I love them so much. They're so much better when they come off of your own plant. I have pineapples in the backyard in buckets that I've been raising too, so I'm going to put those over here too, but I've got to clean this out tomorrow, so maybe I'll bring you back and show you that.